about to knock me off my feet. I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. They will take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wait, set. 53. 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check safety. Check safety. Cover.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Right here. Check it.
From the 25 on second down, Brady looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
First down, Browns.
Good. 180. Real.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up the third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
180. Hey, alert.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. A nice little juke, and he completes it to Hunt. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check the backer. 72. 5. Rip.
Second and 5 now. Brady connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 4. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine. He's cracked. 72.
They go jet sweep here with Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Greystone travel.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Now Brady. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball near, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, Mayfield. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
36. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's got room. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Matt Breida, 77 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 77 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. This one out quickly to Westbrook. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
This is Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
49, check 49, check 49. Check 9, check 9. Check it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because
rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was looking for Landry that time. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Let's go, baby. Right there, 54, right there. Alert!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll come out in the pistol. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Safety's creeping.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
To throw, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coach.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
What's to be done? Mike 51.
From midfield, here's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
He's checking. Crash.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Check it. You think you won't get this? 51, Mike. Check it. Hey, check.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. The open man is Chark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Pistol. 59. Focus, defense, focus. Smooth. Hey, alert.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play fake. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Hey,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4. And got his man complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your place. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go. He's coming, he's coming.
Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. That good for 19 and a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now it's Breida. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida. 26 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. 26 yards on the play there. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Switch, ramp. Easy. Hey, second.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. from the 35 on second down. Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down and 4, Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Ratley. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, that play certainly felt like what I call a tendency breaker. 1st and 10, they dial up a draw play. That's not a normal situation, but give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and really finished off the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Next to score, Jaguars 59, Browns 31. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jackson.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.